It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
To throw right away is Howell. His first look is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Washington going to send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Eagles sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind in the best way.
There he goes, right side. Still going. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Howell. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He's still on his feet. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
On 2nd down now, it's Simpson, and he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Howell going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Hurts. Here's a diving catch right side. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 28 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 3rd and 6. They'll run with Barkley. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give right side. Simpson. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 21-0 our score after 1.
At the Eagles' 29-yard line.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go. Set. Ultra. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Looking to throw. Fisher. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. Right back to Swift again on second down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
it's a gain of 11. That's good for the Eagles. First down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Fedarian Mathis bringing him down. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
Throwing is Hurts.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too, having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Simpson. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Ready.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already.
Swift is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown,
Quez
Philadelphia.
Watkins
laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the round is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Now we'll get a stoppage here, as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle.
Simpson.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, Fisher.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Back to throw. Fisher.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That 1st down run could not have turned out worse for our defense, because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A very interesting interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. And he's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Swift. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Swift again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Eagles just continue to roll. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever... All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
First down, Howell to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Here's Howell. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Another throw for Howell. Touchdown, Washington. From 21 yards away. And the Commanders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and a couple. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This is Swift on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll run the toss to Swift. The 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this one complete to Simpson. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Howell throwing for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Howell. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 41, Commanders 22.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
77 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
3rd and 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
This now a 3rd and 4. Once again, it's Swift.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Al throwing on first down here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. This safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
What now?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. They kind of